I am 96 years old as we speak. As a matter of fact, I'm into the second week of my 96th year. And I want to tell you that I had this really, at the time, terrifying experience. The year was 1943. I had a 3-month-old daughter who I had to leave to go down to the camp where my husband was training in Mississippi. And the guest house there was, to say that it was roach infested is putting it mildly. So I was staying in a little hotel in Biloxi, and on this one trip, I got on the bus in Biloxi and took the seat right behind the driver, and sitting next to me was this elderly man reading a newspaper. And we were about 5 minutes into the trip when I heard this, what sounded like a groan or a rattle, and this man toppled over into my lap. His dentures came out of his mouth, his eyeglasses fell off, and he voided and emptied his bowel at the same time. I was so young, I didn't realize what was happening, and I screamed for the bus driver to stop the bus, which he did. And he got up, I said, "Something's happening to this man." He said, "Oh, it's Feldman, he's dead. I know where he lives, we'll take him home." And I was trembling with fright, and I must have held him for about 10 minutes in my arms. We drove to his house. The man went in, got his daughter. The daughter came out, and the two of them took him off the bus. And I kissed him goodbye on his forehead. And later on, I found out he was a Jewish man. He found a good lap to collapse in. And that was my first experience with death. And it helped me later on in my life because I've experienced it several times since. What I learned from this experience was that there's nothing that in this life that I can't handle, because later on I had to handle my mother dying in my arms, in my home, and 3 months later I had to handle Ellis in the same bed, in the same room, dying in my arms. So I know how to handle death. You can survive the worst things in life. You can survive losing the people that you love the most, excluding the man in Biloxi, who I didn't know. But I think that knowing that dying is part of living makes you enjoy every minute of the day that you're alive. Live it, enjoy it, take advantage of it, and I would like to use the word screw the rest of the world, because it's going to go on without you when you pass on. That's what I've learned.